Our story begins with planet Vegeta's destruction at the hands of Lord Frieza. Frieza releases an energy ball that is so powerful that it destroys the planet. But this is not the end of the Saiyan race. In fact, our story truly begins with a young Saiyan. This young Saiyan lass is Guno, a Saiyan who escaped the planet when she was just a baby. Passing by a ship, which you may recognize, that is watching the destruction of planet Vegeta. Frieza's own brother watches as the planet is destroyed. Cooler watches the destruction when suddenly one of his minions, named a pal, runs up behind him and tells him that a Saiyan ship is headed right past their ship. He asks if he should pronounce Protocol 2, destruction. Cooler says no. Actually, board the ship. I want to see what Saiyan would have the balls to escape Vegeta. As the pod opens, a bright light shines in on the young infant, who looks up at Cooler, who is looking in to see the baby Saiyan. He gives a little snarky, sort of, snarky way of greeting her. This baby is Guno. Guno is picked up by the Emperor. He picks her up and cuddles her in his arms, where she giggles because she is a baby. Cooler announces immediately that this is my child. I will raise her. I will train her. And maybe just one day I can show my brother that he's not all that. That he's just a spoiled little brat who should be put in his place. For years on, Guo trains and trains and trains, all the way up until she's about 14. This is when Cooler sends her on her first mission. She is sent to Earth, the home of Goku, the legendary Saiyan warrior. Her first mission is simple. Go and gather all the Dragon Balls and wait for further instructions. Her mission comes to a halt when she can only find 3. And if you remember why, then yeah, you remember why. Because Goku has the other 4. Now, I may be retconning a little bit here. I just want to say, at this point, I am starting at Z. Because I don't feel like, throughout these years, she would probably be the same age as Goku, but whatever. Let's have him be an adult, because that's just kind of how I pictured it playing out. So I feel like the same events would play out. For instance, Raditz goes ahead, takes Gohan, Goku and Piccolo team up, except there is one difference. There will be another fighter because, well, at this point in time, I feel like she wouldn't know what a Saiyan is. So, when she goes, she sees Raditz and Goku and Piccolo fighting. And she asks if she should join in on this fight to get more experience, when really she just wants to see what this whole fight's about and see if she can help in any way, because that's just the person she is. Cooler granting permission would allow her to go in, and that's exactly what she does. I feel like the same events would transpire, except Raditz might be like, "What? Who are you? Another Saiyan? Who sent you? I don't remember being requested. Another partner? What is this?" Raditz would then turn his entire attention to this new fighter, this Saiyan woman. "What are you doing here? This is no place for a Saiyan woman." Because I feel like Raditz is kind of sexist, so Let's throw that in there. With all of Raditz's ego, he forgets that, be smart about this, Raditz. She's stronger than you. And yeah, she is. Gudo absolutely destroys Raditz, giving him a few uppercuts, maybe a few energy blasts, and her signature, with quotation marks, kick to the face. With Raditz not thinking of the other two fighters and the reason he was there, Goku gets enough time to hold Raditz and get Piccolo to charge up the special beam cannon. The same events would play out where he fires it goes through, hits Goku and Raditz, and they both die. Goku goes to the other world and Piccolo takes Gohan without a little snarky conversation with Piccolo and Gudo. Gudo, being the nice person, turns to see if Piccolo's okay. He turns to her and asks, "What are you doing here? Are you another threat like him?" Gudo replies with, yeah, I think I might just leave. If you're gonna be mean like that, I don't want to get in your way. Gudo would be impressed, along with Cooler, who would say something along the lines of, "Wow, she single-handedly took Raditz out. That's impressive for your first fight against somebody other than me, young lady. Return to the ship. I have another job for you." And she would, say, "Did you really think I did good, father?" And he would say, "Yeah, you single-handedly took down Raditz. Raditz! On your first fight. Man, couldn't even take Goku that long." Once she returns to the ship, all of the minions are congratulating her, clapping for her. She's never seen this much improvement in her life since her days as a child. Cooler even states that, wow, one day you might even be able to take the upcoming Saiyan battle. And then she asks, "What Saiyan battle?" And Cooler replies, 2 more Saiyans are flying towards Earth. "You didn't know that?" And she says, "No. But what's a Saiyan?" Cooler stands in shock. He thought he'd never have to tell her. And suddenly, it all started to unravel. He tried to explain to her that a Saiyan was a race that formed many years ago, when her uncle, Frieza, accidentally, quotation marks, destroyed it. She asks how, and he replies, "Maybe one day. Come on, let's continue with your training. Those Saiyans aren't going to defeat themselves. Plus, we need the Earth alive as long as possible. At least until we get the rest of the Dragon Balls." After a quick bath of cleaning herself up, she would then think, a Saiyan. I swear I heard that name somewhere. It was that Raditz guy that Father's always talking about. I will look into it in the library tomorrow. For now, I'm tired. I must sleep. Little did she know 2 more Saiyans, which were 50 times stronger than Raditz, no, 70, were headed towards Earth. Not realizing her father's plan to use the Dragon Balls to resurrect Planet Vegeta for his own uses. There was something lurking in the shadows. Someone. The thing that might destroy her. Her biggest threat. The prince of her own race. Okay. This is my new favorite series. Probably going to be my new favorite series because this is really awesome. I messed up a little bit in this first part, but just wait, guys. This is going to be epic. Trust me. It will be. Shut up. It will be. I'm sorry, but it will be. Oh my god. I just realized she's like 14, and I used a lot of like half nudity in this. She's like 14. Let's just hope it doesn't get demonetized. Hey, I'm going off saying pictures on the